Buongiorno, Veronica.
Buongiorno.
We're live here with Metropolitan. We wanted to make sure that everybody knows how to do proper TikToking and learning about the great Veronica Vernone. I want you to introduce yourself when you have a moment, but just a quick intro. Metropolitan loves to do interviews of quick, interesting, fast moving people here in Barcelona, particularly people who have chosen to move here and make it their home. And we like to do this by writing articles, doing interviews. And today we have for you Veronica. Can you talk to us a little bit about yourself, Veronica? Introduce yourself.
Hi, everyone. I'm Veronica Vernone, but online, I'm Vera Verace. This is my artist name. I define myself mostly an artist, but to earn money, I am a content creator and a marketing manager, expert in TikTok. This is how I make money. I manage profiles, both for companies and mostly personal brands. I also manage other kind of social media profiles, such as Instagram and LinkedIn. And I'm currently in Barcelona. I traveled the world for 6 months. And before, I was an IT consultant and I worked for IBM and Accenture, two major IT consultancy companies. That's
Excellent.
it.
Well, that seems to capture it all.
Yeah,
6 months traveling, and the derivation of your accent, is that from France?
of course. No, no, no. I'm Italian. Sorry, but I consider myself a citizen of the world. So whenever I describe myself, I never say where I come from.
I
I
say a
think,
citizen of the world, citizen Veronica.
yeah.
Okay, so what were you doing before you became a social media manager?
So whenever I say this to describe myself, people it's like shocked. They are like shocked because I was working as I was a cloud application consultant. So basically, I was working in IBM for a governmental client, and we were building the cloud system for the public government. And people, it's like, you with all your tattoos and the red hair, you were working for the public government of Italy. So people, it's super shocked. But yes, I was doing that, and actually I was kind of doing great because my public relations skills made me do a great job. I'm not so good in the technical stuff because I'm more like an empathetic person. I can really get people at ease, but this was my previous job because I was also studying economics at university. But then I was needing something more creative, and that's why I shifted in the creative side, and I started to study marketing and then social media, creating content. But yeah, I was a corporate girl.
So you made the transition. So you mentioned a couple of times you've been traveling for 6 months. What was it like traveling throughout Asia while building your career as a social media manager? How does somebody do that?
It was super hard because I am a very instinctive person. So after working 2 years in a corporate environment, I understood that that was totally not my cup of tea. I needed an environment, a work environment where I could really flourish as a professional. And in the corporate world, I was not fitting in. So like without even looking back, one day I said, okay, I'm leaving my job, because if I'm not doing now that I'm 26, maybe further on I would not have another chance, to start everything over. So I simply left my job, and at that time my dream was like, being a digital nomad, working while traveling. So I was like, okay, I'm doing it. I will kind of document my journey of
Yeah.
building my new business as a freelance while traveling. That was not a really good idea. So, if you want to build your business while traveling, I wouldn't suggest you to do it. Like, leave your job, but then stay at your place while trying to build your business. And then, while you get your systems, you get your like recurring clients, then start to travel. So it was super hard, but learn by doing. So not recommended, but if you really have a job and you don't fit in your current job, please leave it. Like plan it and leave it. But
Okay.
while trying to do that.
Yeah, I imagine it would be tough trying to give away. So, what is the craziest thing that may have happened to you while you were in Asia?
Okay, the craziest thing. So basically, while traveling, of course, I wanted to document it. So I was continuously, making videos and trying to document everything that I could. So I was making this video in Thailand of this little cute super monkey. And while I was making the video, this monkey started to rob me. So I had my bag there, and this monkey tried to rob me, and I have the full video, and then I have the video while I started to fight the monkey while she was trying to rob me. And that video, of course, I posted it on TikTok, and I got 1 million views, of course, because a girl fighting with a monkey, that's kind of hilarious. That's the funniest thing. That's the epic.
Okay. What do you specifically say, a social media manager? What is it that you do?
Yeah, it's very funny because I thought that only my grandmother doesn't know what a social media manager does. But actually, even people of my age, like here in Barcelona, when I say, I'm a social media manager, they're like, what is a social media manager? And maybe like they are 30 to 35. And I'm kind of like, what? You don't know what a social media manager is? And I'm like shocked. So basically, you want to promote your business or you simply want to promote yourself, and you come to me and you tell me what do you want to sell, or maybe you don't even know what you want to sell, so I help you to develop maybe an MVP, or I help you to understand which type of content you can post that can become viral. And this is what I basically do, and I manage different profiles. What I'm more specialized in is TikTok and Instagram, but maybe I can help you to write a LinkedIn post. And this is what I do. I manage social media profiles. This is what a social media manager does.
Okay. And so, what do you think TikTok is going to explode in the next 5 years? We're hearing some rough stuff in the US, and yet you're much more optimistic.
No, I think, that's kind of also a clickbait news. But the thing is that TikTok now wants to reposition itself, because nowadays we all think, okay, TikTok it's the dancing teenagers platform. No, TikTok in 5 years they want to rebrand them. They want to rebrand them as a new YouTube, like YouTube. They want to become a platform where people go to educate themselves, or a platform where people can go and buy, like TikTok shop, all these new function that they are introducing. And like the CEO of TikTok, it's becoming so good that, for example, if you search for a person on Google, you can and they have both, like an influencer, and this influencer has both a TikTok account and a YouTube account. You find first the TikTok content and then the YouTube content. So basically, TikTok is it's winning over YouTube on Google, and YouTube and Google, it's the same company. So TikTok, it's winning over YouTube and Google on their platform. So I think that TikTok will become like one of the best platforms over the next 5 years. And there is an amazing case study of a company that is selling jet. That is said it's selling jet over TikTok, and you are like,
What?
yeah, they're selling. And also, one of my clients, she sells real estate properties in Dubai, and most of her clients comes from TikTok. So people think, oh no, TikTok is just for teenagers dancing, but people is selling properties in Dubai's jet over TikTok. So really, there are a lot of opportunities there, and people is not understanding that because they are blocked by their prejudice. So
I see.
really, opportunities are there. Stop being blocked by our prejudice.
All right. So for the people who would like to venture into TikTok but haven't done it yet, what is your advice for them to get started?
TikTok is a very easy platform. It's not like YouTube, that you need to, record a record videos of 11, 12 minutes. They are super big files, and it's super hard to edit them. On TikTok, or like on Instagram, you need to do these aesthetic videos with a lot of edits and nice pictures. No, TikTok is very easy. You just need a phone. You doesn't need to edit like fancy videos. You just need to really be authentic, and you don't need to be like someone else. You just need to find a way to tell a story that can provide value. So of course you need to give audience something that they can learn from you in a way that is entertaining. So just think about one time that you told to someone something about, of course, your professionality, that someone told you, "Oh my God, that's super useful. Thank you that you told me that." Like at work, in your workplace, no? Think about someone maybe like someone that you were teaching something to this person, and this person told you, "Oh my God, thank you that you told me that. It really changed my day." Post a TikTok about that. And it's really really easy. You don't need fancy editing. You don't need to be like super good at editing. You just need to be super useful and super yourself.
That's fantastic advice here, Metropolitan. We want to start growing our TikTok account.
Yep.
But as a social media manager, once you start having a channel, you have to keep it going. So if you have Instagram and you have Facebook and you have LinkedIn, it's not something that you should be doing on, take lightly. You really do need to consider it to make sure that in order to grow and to be useful,
Mhm.
that you have to take care of. But one of the things that I understood from TikTok recently was that not only is it obvious that it's used for discoverability and that we're only seeing the tip of the iceberg, because percentage-wise, only very few businesses are using TikTok right now. That should explode, as you were saying. But also the fact that the with TikTok, it's not just about discoverability. It is for being useful and taking the opportunity to just get started. Just jump on and you will learn as you do it. Because I think a lot of people, including myself, and I'm not a particularly shy person, once you start doing it, you have to keep it up. How often do you recommend people put up something on TikTok?
So I would say if you're a completely newbie to creating content, I would
Hmm.
recommend to post at least once a day. Why? Not because posting once a day will make you viral, but because you need to step out of your comfort zone and you need to practice. It's about practicing and stepping out of your comfort zone and building your routine of creating content. After 3 months and experimenting, because you need to understand also which type of content do you like to do. Maybe you like to do more vlogs, maybe you like to do more speaking content, maybe you like to create carousels. So you need to experiment various type of formats in order to understand what you like to do, which type of content takes you less to do in order to experiment, and then which type of content maybe go viral, and then you can kind of scale and push just in that type of format. So once a day. Then when you experimented for at least 3 months, then you can start like creating 4 times per week. But the first 3 months, the first like 6 months that I started creating content, I was posting sometimes even 3 times per day because I was experimenting. I was trying so many things, but not because I wanted to create a lot, but because I was experimenting. I was trying, let's see this, let's see that.
And so when you are teaching people how to become more professional or better at TikTok, how do you encourage them to experiment? Because you're talking about all these different things, and people who understand TikTok know what you're talking about. But those of us who are new, maybe we don't understand what you're saying. It may seem obvious to you, but us old timers don't really understand. How do you advise people to learn?
First thing first, observe. The first things I tell people to do is to observe. Find 5 people that you like and start to observe what they do. Second thing, copy. You know the book of Austin Kleon, Still Like an Artist?
Yes.
The first thing that you need to do is start copying, like kids. How do kids learn? They copy. So the first thing that you start to do is copying. How do trends on TikTok are born? They are born because one after the other starts copying and then the trend is born. So first observe, then you find the 5 favorites artists, content creators,
Mhm.
and then you start copying them. Of course, I suggest the people that work with me to read the book of Austin Kleon because it's very short and there are a lot of images. So in one day you read it, and he explains you how you should copy. There is a legitimate way to copy. You don't copy just from one person. You find a way to make it yours. And there is one sentence that I love. You should copy, 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 copy until you find your identity. Even Michelangelo, he copied until he found his identity. And then what you should do is that you should replicate your content until it's perfect. So with one client, what we did, he did this video and he got 15K views. Then I reviewed his video and we did it the same except for one particular. And after we changed that, the video got 500,000 views. And
Wow.
it was that we changed the hook. The hook is the first 3 seconds of the video because you know the goldfish rule.
No.
Human, human,
What is the
human being.
goldfish?
Human being after social media, we have the attention span of a goldfish, and it is estimated to be less than 7 seconds. So
Yes.
our attention span it's very short, and when we are scrolling, our attention span it's up to 5 seconds. So you have 5 seconds to make it to catch the attention of people. So the first 5 seconds of your video it's everything that you have to make that video go viral. So the hook it is super important. In the hook you have to trigger an emotion in the people that are watching. So you have to say something important. So I told him this video can work, but you have to change the hook. So I told him in the hook say this word, say this sentence. He changed the sentence and the video from 15K went to 500K. And
Wow.
so
Yeah, it is
he
pretty impressive. I did one video. I have I improved my following by 40% last week. That sounds really good on TikTok. I went from 10 people to 14 people. No, I'm just kidding. I don't know how many I have, but I did
Well,
one
your
video.
daughter, she has 2 million. Why doesn't she help you?
Well, she's very busy doing her 2 million, and she's monetizing. No, but I did one video with my daughter, and I
Yeah.
think in 48 hours we had like 2 million views. I was like, that's
Or yeah,
insane.
simply ask her to do a video with you on her profile and to tag you and write this is my dad, go follow him. I think in like if the video got 2 million views, at least 10K people will follow you.
That's
Like,
amazing. Well,
yeah,
I need to
ask.
be more proactive with this. Why don't we do this, Veronica? I saw that you were giving classes either to a group of women. Was it the Barcelona Women's Network or was it the
No,
Professional
no,
Women's
no,
Network? Where did I see you? I saw you giving classes
no,
to a
not
group of women.
women. I'm gender fluid. I have both men and female clients. I don't do just for women.
No, but I mean, I saw you giving a class. I don't know if it was online
No, I
or
do
where.
workshops. I did a workshop. I will do a workshop in Attico. I did one in Fuck Up Nights. Then one at the cover. I will do one for an Italian company. Yeah, yeah. I
I
do
see. I
workshops.
probably saw you on one of those. I would love to get together with you and see if we can do a workshop for metropolitan readers.
Yeah, why not?
Or that would be something you'd be up for?
Yes, yes. of course. It's one of my
Okay.
services to do
And
like focus
how
group.
long do you see yourself here in Barcelona?
I live here.
Yeah, but how long do you been? Because you said you've been traveling for 6 months and you're a citizen of the
No, no, no.
world.
I told you that it's not a good idea to travel while you are building your business. So I'm I live here. Then if I need to do something, I like go, but maximum 2 weeks, maximum. But I want to live here. Barcelona, it's the love of my life.
Excellent. Well, I think that's what we want to end with. How can people get in touch with you?
LinkedIn. Also on LinkedIn, you can fill a form and book a discovery call with me.
Fantastic.
If people
Anything else
want
you'd
to.
like to say?
Ciao. Be free, be authentic, and don't be afraid, because so much people like they are like afraid to show their face on social media. Like no one gives a fuck about you guys. Sorry, I don't know if bad words were allowed, but now it's gone. So post yourself on social media. Like you can do anything. People, the world need you. So be on social media. It's very important. Trust me.
Excellent. Well, thank you so much, Vero, and we'll talk to you soon.
Bye. Thank you, Victor. Grazie.